Well, hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be working on a couple of pages in my 2024 planner. I took the big size Happy Planner it was like an 18-month, it's a 2023-2024, and I basically regutted it with a printable from Hemlock and Oak. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm still sick. I thought that I was not sick anymore, and it turns out this thing's not going away. So we're gonna try our best to do at least these pages. I figure I'm gonna break it up a bit. I was wanting to do the whole reflection. Maybe I'll still put it on like a whole video. I don't know yet. We'll find out at the end. But I was wanting to get through this. I have a feeling we're just going to do the reflection. And then everything else is probably going to be its own video, guys. Because like I said, I am really feeling under the weather here. Just not feeling like myself here lately. So let's do this in baby steps. So there's going to be a lot of pauses in this video. I'm just going to apologize now, mainly so that I can take my breath. Because, like I said, I cannot breathe, and I don't want to sound, like that. I don't want to sound like that throughout the whole video. So just bear with me with little pauses. It's so that I can get some drinks of water and just breathe, and then I'll come back. So let's go ahead and just take the first one now. Okay, guys, so I wasn't kidding whenever I said I needed breaks and stuff. But I do want to get this done. I want to get this set up and get going with it. So I'm gonna use these blue and what are they, gold stickers from the Fun Alphabet sticker book. When I tell you I'm sick, I mean I'm sick, guys. It's like really hard to concentrate and think, and it's probably not the best time to be filling this thing out. But let's go ahead and start with this first section of the reflection. Again, this is a Hemlock and Oak printable here. So our first section is to take some time to reflect on your key memories. When have you felt content? Think of experiences, feelings, places, events, people, and things. I like to just take like a good 30 minutes where I know I'm not going to be disturbed or interrupted or anything like that. I just kind of light a candle and just kind of I don't want to say meditate, but it might as well be meditating. But you're just really thinking about this. And one of the things that helps get me in the right thought, the right train of thought here, is just kind of just looking up the word content. Like, what does it mean to be content? And one of my favorites is a phrase from, which I'm hoping I don't chop this guy's name up, but it's Chaucer, I believe, and it's the knowledge of enough. So, right here, right now, everything is perfect as it is, regardless of what I'm experiencing outside. So I love that quote. I love that phrase. It's really what we all we really strive for. What makes you feel content? And for me, I know it doesn't sound much, but really it's not really big things that make you feel content is what I've come to the conclusion, at least for me personally, is my most content moment is when I'm snuggled up on the couch with my cat, who's Bert. And normally I'm reading a really good book. It doesn't even have to deal with Netflix or watching a good show or nothing like that. It's when I'm lost in thought of a really good book, okay? And mainly for me, it's no distractions. No noise, nothing happening inside the house. It is literally me, my cat, and a good book. I am a true introvert, guys. So, that's like the number one way for me to feel content, okay? Um, I feel like I needed a little bit more into this. So, and again, I'm sorry, guys. I am sick. I am definitely not feeling content. This sickness needs to go away. Okay, so the other one is if I had to pick like one moment in my life where it's like, yeah, like 100% of everything around you was content. And I know, like, I'm trying to get over this. I am. Because it's like something that only happened once in my life, and that chapter in my life is done. And I need to, like I said, I just need to realize that and just move forward because I feel like I'm still stuck in this. But it was beautiful, guys. And I am going to have to write it backwards in here, so I am counting the squares as we go here, just because I want to try to make it look proportioned. But it's when I lived in a house in a town called Homer City. Um, it's like 30 minutes from where I live now. Granted, I was outside of the larger town enough to where it was nice and quiet, and like you could actually go outside and sit on the porch and not fear having to interact with other people in that. And I mean, like, guys, like, I am a true introvert. If you are not an introvert, if you're somebody who enjoys interacting with others, you probably won't understand this, but like I could literally sit out on my porch for like 2 to 3 hours every day, enjoy some sunshine, enjoy some birds tweeting and that, and like not another person would like speak to you, and it was beautiful. Um, the house was literally designed and built in a layout that, like, if I was going to design and build a house, it would be this house. It was perfect. It was beautiful. Um, it was so easy to clean and keep up with. And it's literally like my dream home. I was so happy there, guys. I was. And so, like, to me, like, there was nothing. Like, I drove home and I had no worries. It was beautiful. And of course, we had to move back to the town that we live in now. And oh my God, I don't have enough room for this. I had to. I had to move back into town, mainly because of my son. We wanted him to go to the school that I wanted him to, not in the district where my dream home was. And it still, like, actually kills my soul to this day to know that I had to move out of that house. So, um, it's weird because, like, yeah, I'm thinking of things that, like, bring me the most contentment. And in one way, like, my memories of contentment actually do bring a little bit of sorrow to me because I know I will probably never have that again. Kind of like how I'm feeling about this sticker right now because I thought that I counted that out correctly, and I kind of knew it. I knew it when I was writing it in there. I was like, yeah, that's a real skinny space. But I'm not rewriting the other paragraph, so it looks like the word distractions is gonna have to get adjusted. So I guess we're bringing out the white label paper. It feels a little too early to be bringing out the white label paper, but I do want this sticker of the cat on the chair with the book because, I mean, I know it's not a couch, but it's as close as I'm gonna get here. So there we go. So that must go on because I need to put the word content above it. It's kind of what I did last year, and I do want to kind of redo what I did last year. So there we go. The word distractions is going to be squeezed in there. I don't care. Everything else pretty much fits in there the way it's supposed to. So let's get some use out of these alphabet stickers here, which I used these last year too. We're going to have to try to figure out how to make some E's out of this because I am using these again. I went back through the other stickers, and it's just, these ones speak to me. So I don't know what I'm going to do for the next year, because I really can't make this happen next year. But by then, we'll probably want something different. So, let's go ahead and use these alphabet words. And again, guys, like I'm gonna apologize like 100 times through this video. I know I sound winded. I know I sound drained. It's because I am. I'm human, and I'm sick. And we're trying to film while Ray's out of the house. Because, as you can tell here, things that make me content is no distractions, quiet. And those are things we don't have when he's home. So just gotta do with what we gotta do. And right now, the chapter of my life is having Tornado Ray in the house with me. Adult children, they never seem to go away. I will get that dream house again, guys. I will get it. It's one of my major goals here, so we're just slowly working through life, living through what we gotta do at the moment, and there we go, quiet. So we're gonna leave it there. Okay, alright, so we're moving on to what moments in your life made you proud. And again, I just do like a quick Google search on this, and it's like, okay, what is proud? What does it mean to actually feel proud? What does it feel like to feel proud? So, what my favorite description of this is it's a deep pleasure or a satisfaction as a result of one's own accomplishments. It's not to be confused with hubris. I believe that's how you pronounce that. I'm feeling like that's like narcissism. Um, so you don't want to be a narcissist, okay? You don't want to be over there like gloating over something. It's like that genuine feeling of pride of like, heck yeah, man, I did that. Like, like, um, and as silly as it sounds, which, seriously, guys, don't judge me, okay? Like, because this is where you're really getting to know me, okay? Because this is that reflection part of the deepest inner works of me. But I would have to say one of my proudest moments was when I was hired as a custodian, which is my current position. I'm still there. It's been 10 years and I'm still there, guys. But, the reason why it makes me proud is because I wasn't hired as a housekeeper. They hired me as a custodian. And I mean, you're not in that world, so I know you're like, what the hell, Sally? Like, but you got to understand, like, this was a big thing, okay? Because up until they hired me, it was only men who were custodians, because custodians are like big bad wolves, okay? And the housekeepers are like little Red Riding Hoods who run around in dust. Um, I literally broke the gender barrier, okay? And again, I apologize. I'm sick, guys. Feel like a wuss. But it's up until then it was only men. So there were some issues whenever they did first hire me, because it's like, what do you mean you're the new custodian? Because you're not one of us. And it's like, dudes, I am one of you. And it was shaky at first. It was. Most of them did welcome me. There were some of them who had a issue with it, but yeah, they quickly learned that I do belong with them. So, yeah, that's seriously, I don't know if that's sad or not, but that is one of my proudest moments there. Another thing, like, just in general, that makes me feel proud is knowing that I did something good, that helped another person. And it's like a little bit selfish in the same way, but like it also helps improve me. So it could be learning to do something new to help another person solve their problems or something. I don't know. That's just me. That's my personality there. Um, Another big one would be meeting the requirements of the Etsy Star Seller program. I was just excited just to have the shop, okay? Like, I was just like, damn, dude, you made a product and you actually put it on Etsy. But, it was when I actually met the requirements of the Etsy Star Seller program where I was like, wow, like, you're actually doing it. something's actually coming of this. It's getting better. So, yeah, that would be like another proud moment there. It's just nice to know like all the hard work and the effort that you're putting into it, that it's finally starting to pay off and actually mean something. That you're just not like sitting here and working on stuff and thinking that it's going to happen. Um, that like it actually comes to fruition. So, I think that's a nice way of putting it there, and I think I can hear my son outside, which means here comes the distractions, guys. Remember, I told you when I feel content, it's when I'm quiet and I have no contraction, or it is a mental contraction. You could tell I'm already starting to mess up here. So, let's go ahead and get this part completed as quickly as possible here. So let's go ahead and get those little alphabet stickers out. So let's go ahead and fill in the word proud here. And I'm thinking I'm going to pull another one of those emoji stickers. And there's got to be one like where they're celebrating or something. And that can quickly add like an illustration down here, because I mean, I know the main purpose of this part of the planner is to, be writing and reflection and that, but I mean, I don't want it to be all writing. We gotta have some little cute details in here, right? So let's go ahead and add those cute little arrows, and then I'm gonna go check on him, and I'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, so we got that page taken care of. Now we're moving on to the second page here. And let me gather my thoughts here again. Okay, so we're moving on to the next question, which is, what moments in your life have you felt fulfilled or satisfied? And like I know like these questions seem like really simple and easy at first, but then like you really actually start thinking about them and you're like, I have no idea. Like I don't know. So that's why I kind of do like a quick Google search, and it's like, okay, like what does it actually mean to feel fulfilled? Um, yeah, and I've already messed up. Like I told you guys, like I do work better when I'm in the house by myself. We are not in the house by ourselves anymore. So I am not content. But we're gonna work through it because we have to. And if my filming schedule was scheduled around him, guys, we wouldn't have any videos. So let's get back to this fulfilled thing here. So it's really the achievement of something desired, promised, or predicted. It's really simply put is when your wants equal your haves, when you have what you want and when you want what you have. That's like the most simplest way I could put this. So for me, I would have to say the main one for me of being fulfilled would be when I reached my 1,000th sale on Etsy. And I know it sounds a little cheesy, but it's like it changed the way that I viewed my Etsy shop. Like I was no longer focusing on how much I was bringing in every month, which is like not a lot. It's like literally non-existent, cause it's not. But instead, like my mindset changed with how many total sales I had accumulated. Cause it's like I seriously never thought that I would reach 1,000 sales in my Etsy shop. It's just a small sticker shop, like nothing really special. So to me that was the fulfillment there. Is it, like I said, it just changed. It changed from the money, um because I think that's when I like actually realized, like, dude, you're not gonna get rich doing this. It was really about like how can I make my sticker products better for the customer. So that like really changed the mindset there, and it did change the feeling I was getting, which was an actual like sense of fulfillment, because I was like, wow, like you actually own an Etsy shop and you operate it and you've got 1,000 sales. Like that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. um Another one, which again, I know some of this probably sounds cheesy, guys, and I'm sorry, but like it's me, okay? It's authentic. um, the next one would have to be my first year's saving challenge. Um, I only saved $5 a day, so it's not like breaking numbers of amounts. I don't have like $1 million or nothing, but up until then, like I couldn't save money. Like I kept telling myself that I can't save money. And so I just decided one day, I was like, okay, let's just start putting back $5 a day. Okay. You could do $5 in like a drive through. So let's go ahead and put $5 back every day, put it in a little savings account, and let's see what we come up with at the end of the year. And lo and behold, it gives you $1,800. It's 1,825 in exact, but it was like, yeah, that's quite impressive too. So for someone who can't save money, that was a big deal. So I've actually kept that going. That's been going for a couple years now. So that's how I learned to save money. And oh my God, like, like I told you guys, I film so much more better when I'm in the house by myself. So I guess it's gonna be the time of the white label paper. Um, it's also really difficult to like write backwards too. I do have it written off to the side. It's what I keep glancing at, but to try to stay focused to remember what word you're on, it's really difficult. I didn't think it was going to be that difficult when I was filming this. So I really didn't have nothing else to put down here, and I need to fill up space. So to me, another quick quote that I could put in here that adds to the fulfillment, to the satisfaction, that that moment where like, yes, this is a moment of fulfillment, is when you're grateful for what you have. When you have everything, you want nothing. And I'm not talking like, having all the monies in the world and like being able to buy everything. It's that general sense of fulfillment, like I said earlier, like when the ones equal the haves. So when you have everything that you want, there's nothing left to want. It's a weird feeling. It's really weird. It's yeah, I've been fortunate enough to actually feel that genuine sense of fulfillment, but like it. You know when you're feeling this emotion, this sense of being. Trying to use my alphabet letters, guys. We're running short. We're getting to the very end of this alphabet letter list here. I'm really hoping that I'm able to make those E's like I've been wanting to, because I think this is where I get to use my last and final E, and I have a feeling I'm gonna need them for this last part. So we're really hoping I could get creative on this last one, but like I said, I wanted to get this done and filmed today, because it does start, it helps boost your mindset, getting you into like the next year's goals. What are we going to be doing next year? What are we focusing on? Where have I been as a person? Where do I want to go to next? So like I said, I've just, it's probably the sickness, but it's been making me feel like a little depressed slump. So, trying to break myself out of that mindset. So, let's take another break and then we'll finish up this last little bit here. Okay, guys, so we finally made it to this last and final question here on this reflection. And the question is, what moments in your life were filled with positive progress or change? And again, it's an easy question at face value, and then you really like have to think about it, and you're just like, again, I have no idea. And like you're actually sitting there and you're like, I really don't know myself. Like, I know I can't be the only one that like actually looked at these questions and was like, I have no idea. And like I really had to actually sit and think about it. So again, like I looked it up, looked into it, I'm just a researcher by nature, so that's probably why I have to do this, or maybe I overthink. But it's moving forward and developing towards a better state of being. So for me, which I know this is probably not like a good memory for most people, but it would have to be my education. That is probably the most positive progress or thing that has changed me as a person as a whole. So, like, although, like, I'm not really proud of the debt that I accumulated by getting my education, I am thankful for the insight and skills that I obtained during my education. And it is kind of funny because, like, I don't use any of my degrees. Um, I just kept going and going and going because, like, I have a love of learning, and it took me the fourth one to understand that, like, I am addicted to learning. Should have took that one first. Um, but like, it is like the insight that I've gained from uh going for a degree in that, it's helped me to improve the quality of my life, even though I don't use it for like a professional and job wise type thing. Um, it does influence my choices that I make every day, and it helps me do things that are more in line with my beliefs and values. Probably because the one is a psychology degree, so I did get to learn about all of that wonderful stuff about um, how your life doesn't actually like meet your goals and needs if it doesn't align with those. So that is the foremost one. And yes, I know my writing's looking a little weird here, guys, but you're gonna understand, once I put in the stickers for the positive progress. That's a big set of words. So I need a lot of space here. So I did space this out before. Um, the next one, again, oddly enough, would be my occupation. Again, it's not the most glamorous of trades, okay? It's not. Nobody really grows up and aspires to be a custodian. Um, but I will have to say it does work for me schedule wise, even though I complain about it a lot. In the long run, it does actually work and it helps me. One, it brings financial stability, okay? So I'm able to pursue other goals just because the scheduling isn't chaotic like in most jobs. It's pretty standard, it's set forth. So I do have time with family because I do work with family. So you kind of get to go to work and spend time with family. Self care, because we have the weekends and the holidays and that off. It gives me time to pursue my business. And because I mean, I could always take a day off if I know I got an order coming in. So it helps with that. And of course, it does help with the creativity because let's just say it's a very different job and you see some weird things here. So, if you remember at the beginning of this video, I said that I know I was going to be short on E's. So we're going to see if we can make some E's here out of these extra F's and letter I's. I think we can. I don't think it's going to be that noticeable. And again, it's going to help me use these alphabet letter stickers here. Again, this is just one of those sticker books I had to have when it came out. I'm glad that I've gotten through that here, which, guys, you gotta... Thank you. I told you I'm sick. I tried holding it in, and it wasn't holding it any longer. So, let's see if we could get this big old word progress on this page here. Making some progress here. And, okay, so I gotta make another E, because I need the letter positive, so that the letter F and the letter I seem to work really good. It worked better than what I thought. Oh my god, I'm just a coughing fucking monster right now, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry for saying that, guys. I'm sick. I'm hoping that didn't come out clear. Okay, so here we go. Let's go ahead and do positive, because I don't know how much longer my voice is gonna last for this. Trying to stay positive, guys, I am. Okay, so I need, oh my God, I never even thought about running out of the letter I's. But it looks like we have just enough to get this page here, get this all settled and done with. And then, of course, we'll add some cute stickers to it so that's just not all writing, it's not all blah blah blah. Even though the writing is the most important part here, you know. Um, okay, so I just need the positive part. So I seriously thought I ran out of O's, guys. I didn't see that O, it was hiding with the Q's. And okay, so yeah, there we go. We got everything on there, thank God. Uh, for some reason, whenever I get these coughing fits, it's really hard to think. It's like you got a lack of oxygen. So, okay, let's see here. And then, of course, I want a picture of me with my trash bag here. That's me standing there proud with my trash. And, okay, so I've been doing curly arrows. So let's go ahead and get these curly arrows on here. We'll put this one over here and this one down here. A lot of writing on this one. There's a lot of writing. And you know what? I forgot this little piggy up here. I forgot him for the savings account. So, okay, again, guys, I'm going to step away, catch my breath so I don't swear in the middle of the filming again. And we'll be back for a final view, okay? Okay, so there we have it, guys. Everything's back into the planner. This is what the finished result here looks like. And again, we're just working on the reflection today. Let's see, up next would be the introspection. We're gonna do that on another day, again, just because I am feeling under the weather. It's just really difficult to plan when you're sick. So, I'm really hoping that this helps some of you out here. Definitely for those of you who are new to the Hemlock and Oak Planner. Again, the first time that I looked at these questions, they were, I mean, they're heavy questions, guys. So I'm kind of hoping that it like brings you a little bit of insight, or like oh, that that's what they mean by that question. I'm kind of hoping that it helps you set the, you know, I don't want to say like pace. I can't even think of the correct word again. I'm sick. I just hope it like helps you set the right mood for, when you're sitting down with your planner, when you're getting into, moment, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna start working on this. I'm gonna start diving deep into my little mind and psyche. Um, just I hope it gave you some type of inspiration. The best advice I can give is to make sure that you are sitting down in an area where it's nice and quiet. There's no distractions. You can really just think about the question. um, Looking up like the main themes in that, again, I highly recommend that, because again, it helps you get the right mindset, the right frame of mind here for each of these questions. Um, it just really makes this planner stand out above all the others if you do take especially these two pages here seriously. Because that's the difference between this planner and the other planners for me, is that like you actually get to know yourself and you get to work on things that like actually matter to you, instead of just saying like, oh, for this month I'm gonna do this, and it doesn't actually align with your values or your interest. You're just doing it to stay busy. Where if you actually work on this front part of this Hemlock and Oak, and by all means, like if you just have some note paper and you just want to write down these 4 questions, you don't have to have the Hemlock and Oak to do this. But this really does help you make your plans align with you and your goals and your values, and that it makes planning just that little bit more extra special. So I think this is a good place for me to close out. Like I said, we're gonna work on these other ones slowly in the upcoming weeks, just getting ready for the 2024 year. And again, I just want to close out, guys, by saying thank you so much for watching. I do greatly appreciate it. And please remember to hit that like and subscribe button to see more Plan With Me's.